and Jermaine Gresham out of Oklahoma, Coach Mora.
I like this kid. Now, I think if anything, today what he proved that he's okay coming off of that knee injury he suffered in 2009 that forced him to miss the whole season. The guy's 6'4 and a quarter, 6'5 and a quarter, 261. He's got long arms, put a 35-inch vertical jump on the board right there. I think this guy the teams will look at late in the first round if they're in the tight end market. Could be a big threat in the red zone and on third down, a difference maker on those money downs for a football team that needs a guy they can split out and work down the field.
Coach Bill, how about Doran Dickerson out of Pitt?
Well, he got everybody's attention with that 4.4 that he ran, and that obviously is going to get your attention at tight end. But now at 6'1", 226, you're talking H-back. He backed it up with a good broad jump here, a 43-inch vertical jump. So he's obviously a good all-around athlete, could probably help you on special teams as well. He's going to present some good value latter part of the draft at 6'1", 226, H-back type.
All right, Coach Mariucci, you know Dennis Pitta, these tight ends out of BYU, they can catch the football.
They can catch the football. This guy at 6'4", 254 pounds, caught 62 passes for 829 yards and 8 touchdowns. The second-team All-American from BYU's got the great hands. You see him on the wheel route. He runs a 4.6. He can split the middle. He can get up and see. Watch him pluck the ball out of the air, lay it down. I wish they could just lock it away one time here, but he gets up the field. This is what they do at BYU. They catch the football. 221 catches in his career.
Hey, Coach Moore, how about Ed Dixon, a consistent performer at Oregon?
Ed Dixon is an interesting guy. Now, he plays in that spread offense, so you don't see him inline blocking a lot, but that's sometimes the problem with these college guys and the way offenses are being played at that level. You don't get a chance to watch him block, but this guy's a tight end, H-back type of guy, versatile, natural catcher, soft hands. Now, he struggles a little bit here in this inline catch and drill, as you'll see there. I'm talking about his athletic ability. He goes down.
What do you expect when all you're doing is knocking the ball down?
How about Jimmy Graham? This guy's a hooper.
We're talking about athletic ability, Fran. He was a starter on the basketball team as a freshman and a sophomore. He ran a 4.56, and we know how many tight ends kind of guys played basketball. Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, and that bunch. But he's 260 pounds, people. He benched 20 times, which is strong for a basketball player, and he jumped 38 inches on the vertical jump. This guy's intriguing to me.
All right, but Coach Bill, give me your top performer at the tight end position.
Well, you know, we had the young man. He didn't work out, but the Gronkowski kid that we had yesterday, Fran, you and I talked to, impressive-looking kid. The Dixon kid, again, the size, you know, the big sweep. We talked about it with Gronkowski, that clock that they have. That's a big sweep spot for a quarterback. I like those tight ends with those long arms.
The thing you're finding in tight ends now in college football, like I mentioned, is so much of this spread offense. You don't get to see guys block. So what teams are doing is they're going and getting the old vet to play the number 2 position on their lines, the blocker. And you're seeing these guys, like you said, like Dixon, who can stretch the field. You can flex him out, match him up on a smaller cornerback. Got the ability to get vertical down the field, catch the ball, but they need to develop them into blockers.
How about Doran Dickerson now from Pitt? Now, he's the size of a big wide receiver. He ran a 4.4, and he vertical jumped 43 inches. We're starting to go towards that athletic tight end more so than the big grunt guy that'll block. They had to make more money. Remember Dustin Keller? He got taken by the Jets in the first round. This guy's an athlete. I worry a little bit about his size. He's only a little over 6'1". He's 226. Heck, Des Bryant as a receiver is bigger than that in this year's draft. But this guy's a good pass receiver. He can get down the field, and he's going to be utilized by somebody. He's got great athleticism.
I want quick thoughts on a guy like Jimmy Graham, who's only played football. He played his freshman year in high school, and then he played basketball. He went to school where they didn't have a football program, so he played basketball. Played hoops at Miami. He's only played college football for 1 year. Do you have to kind of control yourself when you see a kid come out, have a good workout like that? He's a big kid, 6'6", 260?
Yeah, I think because everybody values that tight end now. These are the matchups that you're looking for. Just what Mooch was talking about in terms of the safeties that you're going to deal with now, a guy that you can have inline, push him outside. So the question becomes, are you reaching for that a little bit, or do you let a guy like that fall to you in the draft because there's a lot of guys that are big athletes that maybe you can find with a little bit better value? You got to be careful you don't reach for a guy like that.
All right, those are the top performers at the tight end position.